This can't be right.
I can explain.
Explain how you lied?
I'm so sorry.
Emily Carter had spent 12 years hiding a secret that could destroy everything. To the outside world, her life in a quiet town in Boston looked perfect. She had a loving husband, Daniel, a beautiful 10-year-old daughter named Sophie, and a successful interior design business. Her neighbors admired her. Her friends envied her, but perfection is often the most convincing disguise. 12 years earlier, before Sophie was born, Emily had made one mistake, a mistake she believed she had buried forever. Back then, she was engaged to Daniel but deeply unhappy. They were struggling financially, constantly arguing, and barely speaking. That was when she met Ryan. Ryan wasn't just charming. He was attentive. He listened. He noticed the sadness in her eyes when no one else did. What started as harmless coffee meetings turned into late-night conversations. And then into something she never planned, an affair. Emily told herself it was temporary. A distraction. A moment of weakness, but life doesn't pause for mistakes. 2 months later, she found out she was pregnant. The timing shattered her. She calculated the dates again and again, praying she was wrong. But deep down, she knew the truth she didn't want to face. She chose silence. She ended things with Ryan abruptly. She convinced herself the baby was Daniel's. She convinced Daniel too. Daniel was overjoyed when Sophie was born. He cried in the hospital room, holding his daughter in his arms. Emily watched him, guilt crushing her chest, but she stayed quiet. Years passed. Sophie grew up with Daniel's kindness but didn't quite look like him. Her hair was darker. Her eyes were different. Family members, they'd laugh, Emily would smile, but secrets grow heavier with time. Ryan had moved away years ago. No one in town knew about the affair. Emily believed she was safe, until one ordinary Tuesday evening, Sophie came home from school excited. "Mom, we're doing a DNA ancestry project in science class. Everyone has to bring their parents' DNA samples." Emily felt the room spin. It was just a school project. Just a harmless assignment, but to her, it was a ticking bomb. She tried to convince Sophie to skip it. She suggested talking to the teacher. But Sophie insisted. Daniel insisted too. "It'll be fun," he said. The DNA kits arrived that weekend. Emily didn't sleep that night. She thought about telling Daniel. She thought about destroying the kit. She thought about running away, but fear kept her frozen. The samples were sent. 2 weeks. The results arrived by email. Daniel opened them first. At first, he frowned. Then he refreshed the page. Then he went silent. Emily. This must be wrong. She knew in that moment, the truth had finally caught up. The report clearly stated. Probability of paternity, 0%. The silence between them was louder than any scream. Daniel looked at Sophie playing in the living room, unaware. Then he looked back at Emily. "How long?" he asked quietly. Tears streamed down her face. 12 years. Daniel didn't yell. He didn't throw things. His heartbreak was far worse. It was silent. "You let me love her as my daughter for 12 years. She is your daughter," Emily whispered. "In every way that matters." But biology had spoken. The next few weeks were chaos. Daniel moved into the guest room. Conversations were cold and formal. Emily felt her world collapsing. Then something unexpected happened. Daniel asked to meet Ryan. Emily tracked him down through social media. Ryan was shocked when he heard the truth. He had never known about Sophie. When Ryan saw Sophie for the first time, the resemblance was undeniable. The tension was unbearable. But then Daniel did something no one expected. He placed his hand on Sophie's shoulder and said, "This is my daughter. I raised her. I'm her father." Biology doesn't erase that. Ryan nodded slowly. "I don't want to take your place. I just want to know her. If she wants that someday." The real challenge came when they had to tell Sophie. Emily expected anger, tears, hatred. Instead, Sophie asked one simple question. "Dad, are you still my dad?" Daniel dropped to his knees and hugged her tightly. Always. That moment changed everything. Yes, the truth broke their illusion. Yes, it shattered trust. But it also forced them to rebuild on honesty instead of lies. Emily had hidden the truth for years. One small mistake, a school DNA project, changed everything. But in the end, it wasn't the secret that defined them, it was how they chose to face it. And sometimes, the truth doesn't destroy a family, it reveals what truly holds it together.